Hello everyone, my name is Ivo. Great to see you and welcome to Cooking with the Koyas. Last year, Laura and I went on an amazing food and wine tour of southern Italy. In fact, a shout out to EF Go Ahead Tours for such a great tour, and a shout out to Francesco, our tour guide. He was amazing. But anyways, while we were in Sicily, we actually went to the house of a Contessa. Talk about the royal treatment. It was fantastic. We had many courses. And another shout out to Stormy, one of our participants in the tour. She said, if you could replicate the lemon pasta that we had at the house of the Contessa, that would be amazing. Well, the Contessa, I'm sure, has her own secret ingredients. I have kind of my own secret ingredients too, but I'm going to share my version of lemon pasta right now, which might not be exactly as the Contessa made because I don't know her recipe, but we're going to try to make it as close as we can. Let's get started right now. So we've got a pot of water here on the boil. If I didn't mention it, this recipe is super easy. First thing we have to do, once the water comes to boil, add your salt. Okay, and general rule of thumb is 3/4 of a tablespoon of salt for every liter of water. You want that water to be nice and salty. Okay, in fact, a little bit more. There we go. All right. So once the pasta water has been salted, we're going to add our pasta. Today I'm cooking for Laura and I, so this recipe is going to be for 2 people. Basically, you want to do 100 grams per person when it comes to pasta, general rule of thumb. And the recipe I'm going to share today, of course, is for 2 people, but I will put in the description the recipe per 100 grams of pasta. So in other words, the recipe will be broken down per person. So you'll be able to use this recipe for as many people as you wish. But today, it's just Laura and I, 2 people. There's our 200 grams. This particular pasta, I've got a good Italian pasta here. Always try to get a pasta from Italy if you can. Bring it back to a boil. Once it comes back to a boil, then you can start the timer going based on the package directions. So this particular package, it said 12 minutes till al dente. So when it comes back to a boil, and it's almost there now, it's just starting now, I will start the timer and we'll get that going for 12 minutes. In the meanwhile, while that's cooking, we will make our sauce. That's how quick this comes together. So let me start my timer right now and we'll get our sauce going. Of course, for our sauce, we're going to start off with, you guessed it, extra virgin olive oil. Okay, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And we are going to use 4 tablespoons of butter. And let's just bring that temperature up. And what you want to do here is, let's get our butter melted. And then we can start to add our other ingredients. And while our butter continues to melt, we will give our pasta a stir. There we go. And in fact, I'm going to leave the lid off so it doesn't overboil. Or you could leave the lid just kind of on an angle like that, but I'm going to leave it off for today and just let that continue boiling. All right, and our butter is almost all melted here. Okay. I'm going to lower the heat now down to medium now that our butter is melted. So to our melted butter and extra virgin olive oil, I went ahead and I minced up 2 cloves of garlic. Very easy to do. Just take 2 cloves of garlic, minced, add that. And then what I did is I took the zest from 2 lemons. So here is the zest from 2 lemons. I'm going to add that. And when it comes to your lemons, because you're actually going to be eating the zest, which by the way, there are tremendous health benefits to the zest. You can just do a search for that and see for yourself. But because you're eating the zest, you want to make sure you wash your lemons first before you remove the zest. And try to remove just the zest. Stay away from the white, the pith from the skin. You just want the zest for this part. So all we're going to do here is lightly saute these for about 30 seconds. There we go. Now, after a minute, with those same 2 lemons that we removed the zest from, I also juiced them. I removed the juice from those lemons, and now you're going to add that juice from those 2 lemons to your sauce as well. And let that continue to come up to temperature. I'm going to leave it on medium low, and just let it come up to temperature and heat up. So things are happening now. We got a nice little little boil going here with our lemon juice. We're just going to let that cook a little bit more. We're going to let it cook like that for a couple of minutes. We actually have about 3 minutes left on our timer. So this is going to come together very, very nicely. So I'm just going to let that continue to simmer for a couple minutes. So now what we want to do is let's just remove that from the heat. And I have here one half cup of heavy cream. And just want to slowly add that to our lemon sauce. There we go. And what we're going to want to do here is just mix it all in. Get that beautiful cream mixed in with that nice lemon sauce. Incorporate everything together. Oh yeah, this is starting to shape up, and we have how long on our timer? We have 1 minute left on our timer, so this is coming together very, very nicely. So I'm just going to leave that off the heat and just incorporate it all in. And we're going to get ready to add our pasta as soon as that timer goes off. Our timer is up. Our pasta is cooked. Now, if you don't like it al dente, if you want to cook it a little bit more, you cook it a little bit more. It's totally up to you. You can cook it for another couple minutes if you want. But I'm just looking at it here, and to me, that's absolutely perfect. Okay, so we're going to take that off the heat, and let's get that pasta into that beautiful sauce that we quickly put together there. And if you add a little bit of pasta water in there at the same time, that's quite all right. Okay, so I'm going to drain it somewhat and then get that beautiful pasta added in, and I'll get those little stragglers in there as well. Now let's get our heat back up again. We're going to put it back to medium, and let's just let these cook up together just for a bit. Oh boy, this is starting to shape up right here, folks. It is starting to shape up. Memories of Sicily coming back right now. The house of the Contessa. Oh boy. Alrighty. Let's bring that up to temp. That's what we want to see right there. It's come right back up to temperature. So I'm going to let this cook just for about a minute. But we're going to thicken this sauce up just a bit as well. So let's cook that for about a minute on medium to medium high. Just stirring occasionally. Now we're gonna add, to thicken this up a bit, I've got 1/4 cup here of freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano, and you're gonna want to have a little more on hand to have at the table to serve as a condiment. And of course, you can never have too much cheese, right? So you want to make sure you have some grated cheese on the table ready to add a little bit more. But that 1/4 cup that we added is going to add flavor and is also going to thicken up the sauce there a bit. I got some fresh parsley, and I like the flat leaf kind. Chopped it up. 4 tablespoons chopped parsley right there. Mix that all together, and this dish, folks, is starting to shape up. Lemon with the cream, because this is going to bring back huge memories for me for sure. The parsley does 2 things. Of course, it adds flavor, but it also adds nice color to the dish. In fact, just looking at it, we got the white pasta, we have the green from the parsley. All we needed was a little bit of red, and we'd have the Italian flag covered. Okay, all right. So that's it. This has come together. Now, I mentioned earlier the Contessa probably has her secret ingredients. Well, I do too, folks. This is optional, okay? I'm going to add 2 ounces of limoncello. Oh yeah, you heard me right, folks. Limoncello. This lemon pasta just got a little lemonier. Sicily, like the Amalfi Coast, is well known for its limoncello and its beautiful lemons, and hence this beautiful lemon dish. So again, that's for those of you who do not want the alcohol, even though it gets cooked out, because we're going to cook it for a minute here. By all means, you do not need to do that. you can avoid that for sure. But that is my little secret ingredient for this lemon pasta dish right there. And there we have it. All right, so what I'm going to do now, let's get this plated so that I can serve it. And then, of course, you know, the taste test. And I think it's cooled down enough, but there you have it, folks, right there. Pasta alla limone, Evo style. All right, fork and spoon. Oh boy, this is going to be good. Can't wait. It should be cool enough, I hope. Oh my goodness. The combination, the lemon flavor, first of all, is so intense. Then you have the mellow cream that adds to it, topped off with the Parmigiano cheese. Oh my goodness. It's no wonder we had such a fantastic meal at the house of the Contessa in Sicily, of all places. So, another shout out to Stormy if you're tuning in. I hope you make this recipe, and I hope everyone else who's tuning in makes this recipe too, because you know what? It is absolutely delicious. I said 100 grams per person. I think I can eat the 200 grams, to be honest with you. Absolutely delicious. Hope you give it a try. And it's simple to make. Very, very easy. I want to thank you for joining me today on Cooking with the Koyas. And as always, until next time, buon appetito. Oh my.